everyone, welcome to the video. I'm Keri from PlumPot, and today I'm going to be showing you how to get started using the ESP32 with the Arduino development environment. Here at PlumPot, we believe that it's never too late to get started with learning electronics and doing some hobby projects at home. So we are creating a series of videos to help anyone of any age learn about electronics and how they can do some projects at home. So arguably the simplest way to get started with programming your ESP32 is by using the Arduino development environment. This is super easy to download and install, and there's even some demo examples that you can download to your board immediately. All you need to get started is an ESP32 development module and a micro USB cable, and of course an internet connection and computer. Okay, let's get started. So first, open up your browser and navigate to the arduino.cc website. Once on the website, you navigate to Software and Downloads. Once here, scroll down and download the Arduino 1.8.12 in whichever operating system you're using. For us, we're using Windows 10, so we'll get the app. From here, we just click Get and open up the Microsoft Store. From here, we click Install and we wait for it to download. Once it is finished downloading and installed, you can simply launch it from the Windows menu as you would any other program. So this is the Arduino IDE. IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment. You don't have to remember that, but from now on I will refer to it as IDE. So the Arduino IDE is where you'll be writing your code, which you will then download onto your ESP32. But there are many different variants of boards and chips that can also make use of this IDE. So we need to first tell it which board we are using so that it knows exactly in what way it needs to download and how it downloads and that sort of stuff that we don't need to get into. So to see which boards you have installed in the Arduino IDE, just click Tools and Board. And this is a list of all the boards that you can use. This first section here shows all the Arduino boards that are available, and underneath are all the third-party boards that you could use. For our project, we were using the ESP Dev Module, so let me show you how to install that. So we first need to copy this link, which you can get from the PlumPot website, by the way. JP has written this handy tutorial which covers everything that I'm going through in this video, so you can refer back whenever you need to. Once you've copied the link, head back to the Arduino IDE and click File, Preferences. On this screen, look for this field that says Additional Boards Manager URLs. Simply paste the link in here, and then the IDE will fetch the information it needs regarding the ESP development boards. Click OK. Now that we've done that, we have to install the board. So we go to Tools, Board, Board Manager. This screen lists all the boards that you can install into your Arduino IDE. So if you buy a new type of development board, you just come look it up and install it, and that's that. It'll work with Arduino IDE. So let's look for ESP, and there we go, ESP32 by Expressive Systems. I already have it installed, so all you have to do is click Install, and voila. Once the installation is finished, you can go back to Tools, Board, and you should see your ESP32 boards installed here at the bottom. So select the ESP32 Dev Module and verify that you have it selected by looking in the Tools menu down in this board information section. You can see my board is ESP32 Dev Module. And these are the default parameters allocated for this board. We don't have to change anything here. Awesome! So we have installed our board and now we can plug it in and set the parameters and download. Simple. So take your ESP32 and your micro USB cable and plug it in. And you'll see the red light come on, meaning that it's being powered and ready for a new program. Good. With our board plugged in, we have to do one very important step first. We have to specify which port our ESP is connected to. So in order to find that out, we know it's either going to be 1 or 4. I think it's 4. But just to double check, let's go to our device manager. So just type in device manager in your Windows quick search thingy and click device manager. And this is a list of the devices connected to your computer. And we are interested in this ports, COM and LPT. So let's expand that. Under ports, you are looking for something along this line about USB to UART bridge, and we can see that it's COM4. So let's head back to our Arduino IDE and specify COM4. So if we go back to tools, we can see our port is now specified as COM4. We can test the connection by saying get board info. And this is the info it has retrieved from the board. This means that the connection is good and we are ready to go. Okay, we're almost ready to download, but before we do, I have to draw your attention to something inconvenient about the board that we are using. If you have a look, you can see that it has 2 buttons, here and here, and we have to press these buttons in a certain way to allow any sort of download to occur on here. We have to push these buttons in a certain way to allow the Arduino IDE to download a sketch to our ESP32. And this magical sequence that we have to use is we first have to hold down the little button that says boot. And while we're holding it down, we have to push the other button that says EN. And that sequence will put the chip into a mode that will allow a program to be downloaded to it. So let's try. Back at our IDE, let's download using our special sequence. So we first click the upload button, upload, download, potato. And while it's busy compiling, we get our fingers ready. And when it's saying connecting, we're going to activate boot mode with our special sequence. And voila, you can see that it was successful and it did some writing and downloaded our sketch to the board. But the sketch is empty, so it's not going to do anything. So let's put one of the example sketches on our board. If you go to File, you'll see there's a menu called Examples. So when we installed the ESP32 board, it also installed some example sketches. So if we go down and we see examples for ESP32 Dev Module, and as you can see, there's a number of examples that we can choose from. For now, let's just go and get a basic ESP32 example, and perhaps let's use the chip ID. Since we don't have anything connected, this will be the easiest example to play with now. Select the example and it will open up in a new window. So this is the code that we will download to our ESP32. So once again, get ready with your little sequence with the buttons and let's download. or upload, who knows. But we need to click this button here and it will compile and upload the sketch to the board. Have the fingers at the ready. Okay, hold down boot and press enable. And there we go. When you see this hard resetting via RTS pin, you know that it's been successfully downloaded. So this sketch doesn't show anything on the board itself, but we can see what it is printing on our serial line, on our USB line. So if we click this little button here, you can see it says serial monitor. So we can see what the board is communicating. At the moment, you can see it's not communicating much. And the reason this is happening is because the baud rate is not set at the baud rate that it is using. I won't go into serial baud rates now. We will probably cover it in another video, but all you need to do to get this example to work properly is to set the baud rate to this number, 115200. So if you come over here and set your baud rate to 115200, and there you go. You can see that it's now communicating information in characters that we can read. It is simply outputting the ID of the chip. And there you go. You have successfully downloaded your first sketch to your ESP32. The Arduino IDE and the Arduino language itself is a great way for beginners to learn how to program, and especially how to program embedded hardware like the Arduino boards, the ESP boards, and various other third-party platforms. In a lot of our videos, I think, because they are very easy to integrate into some DIY projects at home. So if you would like to follow along with our future projects and learn how to do some programming and tinker with some electronics, it's never too late to learn, then downloading and installing the Arduino IDE like I just showed you is a good idea. We are always looking for new ideas for our projects, so if there's something that you want to do at home or have an application that you wish that you could automate or make smarter, then let us know in the comments below. Maybe we will feature it in our next video series. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more, then please give it a like and hit the subscribe button with a little notification bell, and then you'll be notified every time we come out with a new video. We really appreciate your support, and thank you for watching.